Internets, Jesus loves you. My name is Cody, and this is the Christian News Show we do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with geeksundergrace.com. So on Friday, I told you guys that these next couple weeks are going to be kind of hit and miss. And so I couldn't tell you the reason last week, and that was because I was getting a new job. So all of this week, I'm going to be training for this new job. But I hadn't put my 2 weeks notice in yet at my other job, and I didn't want them to find out via video just because that would be rude. And then next week, I am out of town Monday through Thursday, and then I believe I'm going to Heaven Fest Friday and Saturday. So yeah, this is the perfect time for any of you who are YouTubers, if you would like to make a video, put it on my channel so you can get my subscribers to see your face. Give me your ideas at CodyArmour@geeksundergrace.com. Hopefully we can post some of those in the next couple of weeks so my channel doesn't look so empty. And with that, we can go on to the first story of the day. Starting with a story about Chris Brown. And the reason we're talking about him today is because he posted something on Instagram that he basically was saying, I saw God for the first time. I'm tired of the devil bringing me down. Most people in my shoes would have committed suicide. And it's always interesting to see celebrity point of views of faith. The one thing that he said that really caught me was that my soul will always be pure of heart. And I'm not mocking him for saying this. Like I said, I just find it really interesting. Because from a Christian's point of view, your soul is not pure. And I don't say this just to Chris Brown. Everyone's soul is disgusting and grimy, and I assume it kind of looks like a smoker's lung. And no matter how hard you work on it, you're not scraping that clean on your own. If you want a pure soul, you need Jesus. That being said, I will now be praying for Chris Brown. I mean, Christian hip-hop is huge right now, so I hope that somebody reaches out to him. Speaking of prayers, we need to talk about Maryland, where there was a church stabbing. Left one man dead, his wife injured. Apparently the church is also a counseling facility, and so the suspect actually lived at this church for the time being and was being counseled. According to the police, it was pretty gruesome. It was terrible all around. And so obviously the church as a whole, and then everyone else involved with this, definitely need your prayer. And I think this brings light to what we talked about Friday, where a church in Colorado was actually getting armed guards. And then there was an article you can find in the description below with everything else I talked about, obviously. But I read that today, and it was about feds actually pushing churches to get the armed guards. And their reason being because of the Charleston shooting. I mean, if you're a Christian or you're not, I think we could all agree that it's sad that a church isn't a safe place. I mean, stereotypically, the church has always been a sanctuary for anything. But as sad as it is, I think it's going to have to be the church that's going to maintain that reputation. I think we should definitely be a safe haven no matter how bad the world gets. And final story of the day, because I have to talk about it, is this stupid Satanist statue. We talked about it when it was going to Oklahoma, then we talked about it when it was going to Detroit, and now it is actually there in Detroit, and Christians are freaking out. And before I say anything, I do want to say that I understand those people that are mad that there is a Satanist statue in their city. Like, if I were to walk down to my local park and there was a monument of Satan there, I probably wouldn't go to that park. And I've never been to Detroit, so I don't know the exact location of this statue. So first off, is it really that big of a deal? I mean, it's not slowly turning you into a Satanist. Like, I feel like there are bigger problems in society that we need to deal with than a statue. But if it is that big of a deal to you, why don't you just avoid the monument? And then what I'd do is I would go to local companies surrounding this statue and tell them that the statue is taking away from their business. Just be like, hey, I'm trying to stay away from this community as much as possible because there's a creepy Satanist statue staring at me. I will buy your pizza when it's gone. I mean, if it's hurting business, they're gonna do something about it. And that's where we end today's show. Question of the day. It was kind of a question of the day last video, but it wasn't official. Do you think that churches should be guarded up or not? I want to know what you guys have to say on that or anything that I talked about, so please do that in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you check out geeksundergrace.com for more geeky content. My name is Cody Armour, bringing you Christian news in a not so boring kind of way every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray. And to everybody, like, subscribe, please. And God bless.